this is not a review. I have to make that very clear right now. I am going to do a review of The Legend of Korra, the season, and the finale, but I can't do that right now. I am too annoyed. I am too upset. I am too angry to actually sit here and do a coherent review. So this is a rant. This is just me raging at you guys, because I'm just, what was that? And I know some people like this finale and like this season. I'm sorry, I'm not one of them. I think that this episode and this season has been predictable and completely trite. Like, it's just been like, since the Taylor Swift episode, this series just went downhill and lost its goddamn mind. Like, I don't even understand some of the choices they decided to make for this show. Like, everything having to deal with Amon. Like, that's how you want to wrap it up? That's how you want to tell this story? That's how you think the best way? I mean, how he's a bloodbender and a waterbender and he's Tarlok's brother and I just like, you just had to pigeonhole that whole connect the flashbacks to Amon thing so much that they did this. They sacrificed what could have been a really good story for Amon with just what his own backstory was fine the way it was, but they didn't develop it at all. So they made this whole convoluted story with him and Tarlok, but they never developed that. There was no development for Amon on that level for me to believe in any way that was what really happened. It's just like, where was the hints of that? Where was the development for that? Just the Yukon flashbacks are not enough to explain anything having to do with Amon. All that did was show me that, like, if that was supposed to be like, oh well, now we know why Yukon was so hard to Amon, it doesn't explain how Amon went from being who he was in those flashbacks to who he is now. Now all things like, and the whole thing is told by us being told that. It's no showing, it's just telling you. There's no depth to it. It's just kind of like, this is the story, this is how we wrote it at the end. It was so annoying. And it was literally like, as I'm watching the episode with my sister, as everything is happening, I'm just saying it right before it happened. Like, I'll be like, this is what's gonna happen. It's like, when they met with Amon, like, why are you so special? Like, because he's his brother. And then also, like, she says, like, because I'm his brother. And I fell on the floor. I fell off my couch onto the floor with just the weight of that nonsense. Because that's what it's nonsense. There were no consequences. No, like, first of all, what is with this whole Mini-Korra thing? Like, I know in the beginning I thought I liked it. I can't fucking say it. Did Asami and him even break up? It was implied. Fuck that. There was no closure, no conclusion for that relationship. All of a sudden, like, I love you. Fuck that. Fuck that. Oh, so much. I cannot. And the fact that I love how Korra by herself can't break Amon's bloodbending. Even though she's the fucking avatar, and we're supposed to believe that she's the master of 3 elements. But Mako can do it. And Korra she can't airbend when it's to save her life. She can't airbend when other people in trouble. But when darling Mako is maybe gonna get his bending taken away, that's when it just hits her right. And it's just kind of like, oh my god, this is just, I don't know what, like, Iroh 2, he got to do some really good action scenes and whatever, but he was not, like, you brought back Dante Bosco to do this. You know, Bolin, I mean, like, he did some good bending, but other than that, every time he spoke, I was just kind of like, shut the fuck up. He said nothing of relevance the entire episode. He's just going on and on and on. Like, at the end, when the whole thing happened with Hooker Witcher, he's just still cracking jokes. Are you fucking serious right now? After all of that just happened, you just fought a war and you're cracking jokes. And the way they handled the whole equalist thing is just bullshit. That was bullshit to the highest degree. Like, the whole thing with Asami and her father, it is just so. After watching Brave, which is a good, parent-child story about coming together and realizing stuff, I just felt like they did not want to do any depth to that. They never wanted to validate the equalist, non-bender side of the situation. So it's kind of like, no, everyone in it is a dick, or they're lying, or whatever. I'm just kind of like, I cannot. It was too much. And then all the dialogue was just so forced, and like, you really are a bad father. You did not need to say that. Just have the glance and just shatter the thing. You don't need to explain every single part of your story. And there is no way that Hiroshi Sato would have done that to his, like, that doesn't make any sense for his character. He lost his wife. He's in this rebellion to save his daughter, and he's gonna go and kill her. So he's just crazy now? There's no development, no character growth, just that he's crazy now. Okay. And then, why the hell did you bring in Boomy? Why did you bring Boomy if all he was gonna do was yell for 2 seconds? Was it just like a callback? there was no relevance to his character. Like, it wasn't even fitting with the movie theory that people had or anything like that. He was just there to be there. He's not Iroh 2's dad. You know, why was he here? So you could give a shout out. You didn't bring in Kaya. Like, you should have brought the whole family in here too. Everyone's babies. Bring Sokka's children. Bring Suki's children. Just throw them all in there. And Korra in the Avatar state. Wow. That was just so much bullshit. She didn't have to do a goddamn thing. She did not grow as a character this entire season. I'm sorry. All she did was show that she would admit one time that she was afraid. She didn't grow. She didn't get smarter. She was still making dumbass decisions. Like, I don't understand why all of a sudden, because she lost her bending, that proved to everyone, like, now you deserve to be the Avatar. What? Because you, what? You got depowered and had to be saved by Mako. But that proved something. It's like, was it supposed to be like about hubris because you broke her down and made her weak? Now she deserves to be the Avatar. Really? Shit wouldn't happen to Kyoshi. Kyoshi would not play them games. She'd be like, nope, you can't take shit from me. But now with Korra, you can do all that shit. Like, I would have even accepted that even more if it had been like an arc. If next season would have to be like her growing up and developing and have to get her bending back and, you know, learning all that kind of stuff. No, that's not how the story is. That's not how it is. It literally is. In the end of the episode, she's like, Aang comes. And you know it's Aang. You know it's not Tenzin. You know it's fucking Aang. Like, it's just like he comes, all of a sudden, like, you're not at your lowest point. Now you can be the thing. So, like, but how's that work? Because when Aang was going to the Avatar state all randomly because he was angry, he wasn't always at his lowest point. Was he at the lowest point every fucking time he did that? Korra felt fear. Korra felt anger. Korra felt frustration. She couldn't do shit, but now she can. She didn't even tap into her spiritual side. She didn't do that. She didn't tap into her spiritual side. She didn't master airbending. She just became the Avatar. And now she gives everyone back their bending. No consequences. No consequences for anything that has happened in this entire season. At least, you know, with Aang winning the war, there was still stuff that had to be done. There's still rebuilding to be done. There's still growth. It was just the beginning of something more. Korra comes in. Now she can energy bend. Now everyone gets their bending back. No consequences. This entire season was now pointless. It was pointless. Because if that is how easy it was to resolve everything, then what was the point? Seriously. Then Amon, don't even give me that. Everything we're doing with Amon is just a big disappointment. Like, the only thing that he's hot, good, great, and then he probably is dead now. I don't care. Him and Tarlok, that would have been so interesting. That would have been so good to carry on to next season, but it's just over. But for what? Why? It's just like, they have nothing to live for anymore. Now they gotta give us just bullshit. Just bullshit. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I know people love this episode and this season. I don't get it. I really don't. It was there was parts you could say it's entertaining, and if you like, you know, Mini-Korra, you definitely got your fill of that. But it's just kind of like, there was no character development for nobody. The most interesting people in this show were the adults. Like Tenzin, Lin, Amon, Tarlok, most interesting characters in the show. Korra, I can literally give two shits about her now. Her relationship with Mako has really dampened her for me. Like, that whole scene where they're by Naga, I'm just like, he has a fucking girlfriend. You know this. Why the fuck are you flirting with him right now? And Mako never got called out on his shit by anyone other than Asami. Who's his girlfriend? No one. Not Bolin, not Korra. No one entered one to him like, you're playing both these girls, you should probably stop. None. He just gets Korra. There's nothing with Asami. There's nothing to close that chapter in their lives. It's just kind of like, nope, everyone gets what they want. There are no consequences. There's nothing, whatever. And the thing about it too is just like, it was a happy ending. But if there had been some build up beforehand, that would have been great. But there was nothing. It was so rushed and a waste of time. It's like, the pacing in this show really ruined it. Because it's just kind of like, fuck it. It's just like the last 2 minutes of this show was just me screaming at the television like, no one fucking cares. Everything you have just done, I feel nothing for. It was just a waste of time for me. I feel like this series was a waste of time. It really was. It broke so many canon laws but explained nothing. Like, Tarlok, and Amon can bloodbend at night. Why? Because it's in their history. Why? How did they learn that technique? Just cause it looked cool, so you thought it was a really cool idea? Everything that people wrote in fan fiction was better than this. And I never said that. Like, even though I had some problems with, like, how the last book of Avatar came about, I would never say that fan fiction was more interesting than it. But in this case, completely, 100%. This series was a waste of time, a waste of space, and I I have no interest in watching season 2. I fucking don't. And I'm so disappointed in how this show turned out. And I don't think I had really high expectations. I felt like my expectations were based on what they had given me before. You had a 12-episode run. You knew you were writing that. So why is your pacing shit? Why is your character development shit? Why didn't you focus on the main plot? Why did you have to do this whole Tarlok and then Amon thing? Like, if you wanted to do that, have them work together. Have it be combined. Don't just defeat Tarlok and then 2 episodes later we have to do something Amon. It wastes of fucking time. Waste. Horrible pacing. And the 12-episode thing is not an excuse. Okay? 12 episodes, that's for anime. It's not just a whole series. You know, there are cartoons that do stuff in 12, 13 episodes. The first season of Gargoyles is 13 episodes, okay? No, they messed up. They did not write a strong season, and I don't care about season 2. I literally give no fucks about it. I have no interest in seeing it. I don't care about it. I don't care about Korra. I don't care about her journey anymore. At the most, I care about the adults. But even that's not enough. They have taken apart anything I liked about this series. They already ruined it. I don't care. I don't. I will do a comprehensive and more balanced review of it later, but this is just me, just pure me, and just being completely biased on my opinion. This was shit.